Hello again. Today I'm harvesting the garlic. It is about time it was done. It's quite early for this crop, but they're ready. They're definitely ready. So I'm going to get on with that. So I think it's time to harvest the garlic. It's very early. Last year I checked my records and I did this on the 21st of May. Today is the 13th of May, so a little bit earlier, but they're starting to keel over in places, which I'm a little bit worried about, but I'm going to dig them up and we'll have a look and see what we've got. Okay, so I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to use a fork and let's prise one up and have a look and see what it's like. Well, not a bad size. Don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can. It'll do. It'll do. Let's try some more. Yeah, these will be okay. I've had bigger in the past, but we've actually got quite a lot of garlic already in the house, in the freezer, and my husband has told me not to plant any next year. Yeah, in comparison to the size of my hand, that's pretty good. So I'm going to carry on and do the rest of these now, and then I'll show you what I do afterwards. There we go, all harvested. Some good sizes actually, quite pleased. Now they have to be stored. I need to clean them off, take off those roots. I usually just cut them with the scissors and sort of clean them off a little bit, and then they have to stay somewhere out of sunlight to dry off, and I'll show you that. Okay, so all the garlic has been pulled and I've now got them up in the potting shed because I can keep them darker here. The polytunnel is way too bright for them now, but I'm going to clean them off. I'll show you how I'll do that, and then string them up for several weeks until they start to dry out a lot more. At least the shaft here needs to dry out a lot more. So what I do is take off quite a lot of the root, and then peel away some of these layers. If I can get them to do it a bit easier. Like this, and you'll start to see the white flesh. These are purple garlic actually, and so they will eventually, when they start to cure, they will start to take on this sort of violet colour hue. Okay, so that's one done. Pick another. And your hands will smell lovely for days. You can wear gloves, obviously. And now this one, actually, it's starting to overdevelop. And what I mean by that is, get this off. I don't know if you can see, but this has started to develop too much. So you wouldn't be able to hang this one up for long-term storage. But what I do with all our garlic anyway is we process it and we put it straight in the freezer. And so it's not going to make much difference to what I'm harvesting. But if you get garlic that are starting to split like this, they won't be any good for storage, long-term storage, and you're going to need to eat it basically, or do what I do and we chop it all up and we put them in bags in the freezer, in flat bags. I'll show you that process when we get round to it in a little while. Okay, so over the next day or so I'll process that garlic, and once, as I said, I will show you how we process it and we put it in the freezer, and then all we do is break parts of it off when we're cooking. It's so much easier. I just want to show you very quickly pinching out of things like dahlias. At the moment they're growing on quite nicely, these ones. I've got them in pots actually. I've got loads more in the ground, but this one, I don't know if you can see here, but this has got a shoot coming here, and can you see there's two little things at the base there, and if I pinch this out like that, A, this thing could be a cutting, you could get another dahlia the same, but B, this plant will now bush out more and these shoots will develop into more flowers. So the more you pinch out, the more flowers you'll get and the bushier the plant will be. There will come a point where you don't want to be pinching out anymore, because you do eventually want to allow the plant to develop some flowers. But for now, this time of year, which is May, you can still do some pinching out. Can you see this one down here? There's another one there. So I will come in with my finger and thumb and pinch it out. And that's what I've pinched out. And once again, like I say, you can use that then as a cutting if you want to. And you can do that for other plants like cosmos and zinnias, quite a few other different plants this time of year, to make them bushier, produce more flowers, pinch them out.